You're just a tool pushing software. A little while ago, I made a video about a program called Transcript, which is great for removing bugs and viruses off Windows PCs. And you guys lit me up in the comments. So today I'm going to follow up with this video, address some of the comments, and also make some minor corrections to some of the things I could have done differently the first time around. Stick around. It's going to get interesting. So obviously the thing that mattered the most to me was that a lot of people got a lot of use out of this video. And even in some situations, they were able to clean things off the computer that they hadn't been able to before. Unfortunately, for every person that I help, there's another 3 people that think that they are smarter than everybody else, and then they just have to troll the comments. So in today's video, I'm going to address some of these comments and set the record straight. So the first mistake that I made in that video is that I did not recommend that you restart your computer before running Transcript. The main reason for this is if you have Windows updates that are pending and then run the Transcript, it can cause issues with your machine and make it not bootable. So that was my mistake. The second mistake that I made is that I didn't tell you about the command line switches. Basically what this means is that you can run Transcript without certain aspects of the program running. So for example, if you didn't want Kaspersky to run, you could disable that by running a command line switch. I make these videos to be as simple as possible for people, and that's really more of a techie thing, so that's why I didn't include it. The next mistake that I made was that I didn't mention that part of the script can sometimes remove valid Microsoft downloads. And basically the reason for this is the debloat process actually goes through, and any connections you might have to the Microsoft Store, sometimes it can remove some of those programs. It's not the end of the world. After the script runs, you can just turn around and re-download that program, but sometimes there can be compatibility issues or even bugs in some of those programs, so it debloats it by removing them. Should have mentioned it, but I didn't. Now the thing that seemed to make everybody think that the program wasn't valid is that it actually runs CCleaner by Puriform at the very beginning. Now, a lot of people think that automatically if it's running CCleaner, then it can't be a valid program. All it's doing when it runs CCleaner is cleaning out temporary files off your computer before running active antivirus scans like Kaspersky and McAfee Stinger. It's not actually using CCleaner to clean your system or debloat your system. It's just simply emptying all the junk files before it scans your computer. Because we all know that's where a lot of bugs hide, is in your temporary folders. But people lost their minds over CCleaner. And so the last thing that I'll address that I probably should have clarified. The title of the video was a little misleading where it said you can clean any bug off of any computer. Yes, it is true. This isn't going to work on a Linux machine. It's not going to work on a Mac OS. And in some situations, you're going to have a super nasty virus that will take over your computer and completely just destroy everything. It's rare, but it happens. So let me rephrase. You can use this software to clean just about any bug off of any working Windows PC without a problem. If you're this person that suddenly found themselves infected and you don't know what to do, this program can be a lifesaver. That's really the point that I was trying to make. So now I got all the disclaimers out of the way. Let's get to some of these comments because I have some stuff I gotta say. Don't trust this guy. This guy doesn't know the difference between malware and bugs. Well, for the record, I do know the difference between malware and bugs, but this guy doesn't. He's the one I'm making the videos for. All he cares about is that his computer works. He doesn't care what we call it. Windows 10 comes with antivirus. You don't need this. That is true. Windows 10 does come with antivirus. And all you do is get on social media or maybe check emails every now and then. You're probably okay. That's not really who this video is made for. This video is made for somebody who found themselves with a serious infection and needs to clean it. This isn't about which antivirus program is the best one. Why download software when you have the Windows Task Manager? For that matter, just a shutdown and a restart will kill everything. Then go remove the malware manually and with Windows AV Scan. Yeah, the problem with that is that first of all, if you don't know how to get into Task Manager, you're already behind the 8 ball. Second, if you can get into the Task Manager, you don't know which processes are supposed to be there and which ones aren't. If you're not an educated Windows user, they all look the same to you. Third, if you do a shutdown and a restart and you've got malware on your computer, it's very likely to restart with the computer. So that doesn't fix anything. Format the hard drive and reinstall Windows. Let me know how John Q. Farmer figures that one out on his own. Why didn't you remove the Microsoft Defender antivirus that comes with Windows 10 or 11? Really? You didn't fool me. If you watch the video, you'll see where I go and disable all my antivirus at the very beginning of the video. You should never try to disinfect or clean while inside Windows itself. While it is true that there are some really bad viruses out there that have to be cleaned outside of the Windows environment, the vast majority of bugs that get on your computer can be easily cleaned with programs that run inside of Windows. Malwarebytes, Avast Antivirus, Rogue Killer, Hitman Pro, TDSS Killer, Rkill. All of these programs run in the Windows environment and usually do a pretty darn good job of cleaning your system. It's only in the worst cases that you actually have to really reboot the computer to clean the bug before it loads in Windows. This is good advice, but wouldn't work for ransomware. Once those files are encrypted, they're gone. That's not actually true. Not every piece of ransomware completely destroys your files. There are actually some less damaging ransomware infections that just make duplicates of your files and delete the originals while encrypting the duplicates. Those are usually easily recoverable even with a free file recovery software, and ransomware can be removed with Transcript. It just depends on the ransomware and how bad it is. Yeah, let's use an open source script to clean open source viruses and malware. You know, there's too many people out there that think that the only thing that can fix anything on your computer you have to pay for. People use open source or free programs every single day, including myself. I have a dozen different programs that I use for everything that I do, and 99% of them are free. I'm not sure why they think they have to pay for a program if there are free programs out there that are made by smart people that do just as good a job. Just doesn't make sense. This very well could be one of my favorites. I can tell you're not really a computer guy. You're just some tool on the internet. You have no customization on your desktop or taskbar. A real tech who knows what he's doing would customize that and get rid of Microsoft malware and adware out of the box. You're just a tool pushing software. You know, I'm not even really sure where to start with this one. This is kind of the equivalent of saying if I'm not fat, I don't know how to cook. Or if I don't drive a fancy sports car, I don't know how to work on cars. That's about the dumbest argument I've ever heard. I customize my desktop based on my needs and based on what I want. I customize my clients' desktops for them and what they want. And I am a computer guy. I've been a computer guy for 31 years. Additionally, if I'm going to teach people how to keep their systems secure, I need to know all different types of software, bad and good. And as far as being a tool pushing software, I'm not exactly sure how you can push software that's free. This channel is made for people who want to know how to fix computers without having to learn how to fix computers. I'm just simply telling them about a great program that I use on the daily and have used many, many times, and it works wonders. That's it. I don't get paid by telling you about Transcript. Don't ever plan on getting paid by Transcript because the program is free. That's just a really dumb argument. So the long and short of it is, Transcript is actually a good program. It is safe, it's not a virus, and it actually does work. It's a simple one-click method to clean your system if you don't know how to download all these other programs and do it manually. So it's great for people who are not tech savvy. So if you want to check out Transcript and see what all the fuss is about, click this video right here and you can download the program and see for yourself just how good it is.